fellow learners. This is Abhilasha, and today we are back with another topic to discuss. With us today, we have Seema. Hi, Seema.
Hi, Abhilasha.
So, we will be discussing today a very important topic, and that is how to answer questions professionally in English. So, Seema, there have been many times in our life where suddenly, whenever someone asks us any question, suddenly our mind goes blank. Our heart races, words vanish, and we end up saying, I don't know. If that sounds
Yeah.
familiar, you are not alone, right, Seema?
Yes, true. I agree. It happens.
Yeah. So whether it's a classroom, a job interview, or a work meeting, responding professionally in English is one of the most powerful skill you can master. And today we are giving you a step-by-step guide to do just that. No stress, no long grammar lessons, just smart strategies that works perfectly. So Seema, do like in many times in our life we almost struggle to respond whenever someone asks us something. We struggle to respond. Many learners of us ask the same question: what should we do in such times? What do you think, Seema?
Yes, Abhilasha, that's a very interesting question because as a tutor, I have also come across such questions when learners says that we are good having conversation. When it comes to asking a question, we struggle a lot. How to ask, how to frame the question. So yeah, we need to talk about it because it is very crucial part. So here I would like to say that it happens because we haven't touched this topic. Let's suppose like I have been speaking this language, but I haven't tried how to ask question. And sometimes it also happens when we start overthinking. Oh my god, that person, what if that person will ask me a question? How will I respond it? How will I answer it? And just because of overthinking, that overthinking, I guess, overpower us, and we juggle with things, how to answer the question and how to frame the question, what could be the grammar structure. So it happens. So sometimes it happens because we haven't touched this topic, and sometimes it happens because we start overthinking it. We don't take it easily. Yes, so that's what I think.
Totally, Seema. I totally agree with you on that. We many times a day, whenever we face such situations, we almost overthink that, oh, how
Yeah.
should I answer it? Even when we know the answer, due to overthinking or due to nervousness, we might forget it. We tend to forget things. And that's totally okay. But then again, we should know how to face such situations, right, Seema? Like framing sentences, it's like even when you don't know the topic, you might start saying things that are relevant to that topic. And that's totally okay if you do it. But in such cases, I would say always buy some time for yourself. And buying time is really important. But then again, you should know how to buy time like a pro. So now, Seema, I would like to share a small tip from my side to our fellow learners. Should I do that?
Yeah, of course. I'm also excited for that.
So, here's a small tip from my side, guys. Whenever you face situations like someone is asking you questions in an interview, and no, not just interviews, whenever you are talking with someone or maybe presenting something in your classroom, always use prep method. Now, you might be wondering, what is prep method? Prep method stands for point, reason, example, and then point again. It's simple, smart, and works almost in every setting. Trust me, guys. Like from interviews to debates to everyday conversations. Here's how it works. First, make your point clearly. Then explain why you believe it. Follow it with a real life example. Always try to give examples while talking. It makes easier for the other person to understand. And finally, restate your point with confidence. For instance, I believe teamwork is essential. It improves creativity and helps solve problems faster. In my last project, our team worked together to meet a tight deadline, and it made all the difference. That's why I value teamwork. See how natural that sounds, right, Seema?
Yes, absolutely right, Abhilasha. You can say that again. I agree with that because it is the simple and systematic way when you can put across your thoughts clearly and without hesitation and letting people know that you are not even confident enough.
Yeah,
When you
totally.
have the right technique in your hands, you will definitely gonna flourish. So that's
Totally.
an amazing tip, Abhilasha. Here, I would like to also talk about one tip from my side, that when you struggle with such situation, try to buy time. As you said, that buying time is a great skill. How, if you are thinking, so it is a good technique. Most of the people do. If you watch interviews, if you watch podcast, so there you must have seen how witty people use this technique in their conversation. I have seen it multiple times. So you can also buy time when you are in the middle of conversation or don't know how to answer the question on the spot. So that's a very good technique.
Yes, Seema, thank you so much for sharing that because even sometimes we as professional speakers face this. At times we face questions that we don't know and we need time to think. Or it might happen that we know
Yeah.
the answer, but then again, with the correct time, we could frame it beautifully. So in such cases, please learners use this. Learn how to buy time like a pro. And then now I would be sharing another pro tip from my side. Always know how to perfect your openers. Always try to open perfectly. Because people say first impression is the last impression. Right, Seema?
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Avoid feelers like, you know. Instead, use sentences that shows clarity. For example,
Yeah.
in my opinion, based on my experience or what I have found is that this helps you begin perfectly or have a strong beginning. And please, learners, don't forget your closures because it's not just your first impression that is important. It's how you end it is also important. For example, always try to close your answers with, and that's why I believe this approach works, or which is the reason I stated. So, start strong and finish stronger. That was a tip from my side. Now, Seema, would you like to add anything here?
Yes, Abhilasha, you shared a very amazing tip, I must say. Because what happens, like when somebody asks a question to us, we start thinking about the answer. So when we start saying like, yeah, that's a very good technique, and like when we say in my opinion, so when we say it slowly, calmly, so back in the mind we are thinking about how to answer the question, but we are trying, actually by saying these phrases we try to avoid the fillers. And it's not like that we can't use fillers. Sometimes it's okay using fillers, it's okay, but not every time.
Yeah.
That can give negative impression.
Use fillers because all the time it is not like it's not possible for you to not use fillers because it's not like we are pro or we need to have fluency all the time. It happens in moments like we are forced to use fillers, but then again using fillers again and again will make you seem unprofessional, especially during your interviews
Yeah.
or maybe class presentations, right, Seema? hearing that. And Seema, at many times, it's not just our structure that is important while questioning things or talking. It's also our tone, body language, and delivery too. Because it's not just how we speak, it's also how we present, right, Seema?
Yeah, definitely I agree. Because I have seen there are people who always talk about that I don't have grammar knowledge. How can I speak? But I have also seen there are people who have sound knowledge of grammar. Still, they can't speak because they lack confidence. So if you have a little knowledge of grammar, if you are able to speak, try to speak from the first day and try to speak. It's not about the speaking that having good structure, having advanced vocabs. These are not only the things. The way you present yourself, the way you pronounce the word while speaking, the pronunciation, the body gestures, these things play really vital role. And having said that, if you make mistakes, nobody cares about that, trust me. If you have good gesture, if you have the right pronunciation, no matter after which if you make mistakes, nobody cares. So
Right.
yes, that's a really great thing that we should share with the learners, that if you have little knowledge, start speaking.
Yes,
Doesn't
totally.
matter that you are not good at grammar. When you are speaking, you just need to put forth your points and convey your message freely and confidently. That's what
Totally.
really matters.
Yes, Seema, I totally agree with you on that because not just having a good grammar lesson is important, but also your tone, your body language, how you are speaking is also important, and it matters while talking with people. And I
Yeah.
hope it was really helpful for our learners. So before we end the session, I would like to give a quick recap. So
Yeah.
let's do a quick recap, right, Seema?
Yeah. Sure.
So, use the prep method to answer clearly, guys. It's really helpful for you. Once you start using the prep method, you will feel answering questions is very easy for you. Second, buy time with smart delay phrases when you need to think. Third, start and finish strong with polished expressions and control your delivery with calm confident energy. These are a real world tools, guys. Please trust us on this. Simple, repeatable, and powerful. So that's what we wanted to discuss for today's session. Hope it was helpful for all our learners. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Abhilasha.
Bye, Seema.